here at the airport in Denver, getting ready to head off to California just for a short stay. I think the flight's gonna start boarding soon. Security was kind of long, but here we go. Let's do this.
Why, hello there. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is playing on the TV in the background, so if you hear random quotes from the movie in the vlog, that's what that is. We're going to do a little game. Oh, the lighting's bad right now. We're going to do a little game in the vlog today. I have some random shots of different scenery, and your goal is to guess. I'll give you 4 options, but your goal is to guess which, like the particular shot that will be shown, which state it is in. And I'll give you 4 options. Here's the first one. For that first one, if you guessed California, you're correct. For the second one, if you guessed Arizona, you are correct. For the third one, if you guessed Arizona, you are also correct. For the fourth one, if you guessed Arizona, you are also correct. Welcome to day 28 of the J137 vlog, and we wrap up the book of Genesis today. In Genesis chapter 48, we see that Joseph brings his 2 sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, to be blessed by their grandfather, Joseph's dad, Jacob. And Jacob actually gives the firstborn blessing to the younger. When Jacob blesses his 2 grandkids, he basically says that they are going to be to him like his sons are. And he uses the example of, as Reuben and Simeon are to me, so Ephraim and Manasseh are to me. And just gives this blessing to his grandsons. Then in chapter 49, Jacob gives kind of like blessing / prophecy type things to his other sons. And the things that he says about some of them are not... Some of the things that Jacob says about his sons are not the best, but it's very clear that if we could nail down favorites that Jacob had, it would be Judah and Joseph. I encourage you to read those blessings. There's a lot of different things in there, and they're very interesting. After he gives them their blessings, then Jacob tells his sons, this is how I want to be buried when I die, and he wants to be buried with his fathers, Abraham and Isaac, back at, what is it called, Machpelah? Back at Machpelah. Then chapter 50 is basically Pharaoh giving Joseph the okay to be able to take Jacob back to Canaan and to bury him. And the entire nation of Egypt is mourning his death. And there's even a massive caravan that is going with Joseph to mourn and to be a part of the process of burying Jacob. Then the chapter wraps up famously with what we've been referencing over the last few days here in the vlog, of really the story of Joseph, of how it's God taking what man has intended for evil and using it for his good. Then as Joseph is getting ready to pass on himself, he reaffirms the blessing and the promise that God will someday bring his people back to the land of Canaan. You know, in reading this, I'm just really encouraged by the view that people had about God in these particular sections. Even Joseph and how he saw all the things that his brothers did to him in the past, he saw it as, well, God actually used that to save lives. And while it was not good what I went through, God used it for his purpose. And then, there's just a few verses in these chapters where people are acknowledging, like, God has given me this. Like, for instance, Jacob says that God has allowed me to not only see your face, Joseph, but your kids, your offspring. And just this acknowledgement that God is allowing these things to happen. And it's just super encouraging to see that. Well, that is it for day 28 and the book of Genesis. Next is day 29 and wait, did I say Genesis? I did say Genesis, yes. And now is the book of Exodus.